Recently, I've been thinking about censorship on YouTube, whether or not YouTube is making certain kinds of creators more difficult to discover or less likely to be discovered. And so I thought I'd test this. I took 3 groups of YouTubers, conservative-leaning YouTubers like Steven Crowder, Paul Joseph Watson, Lauren Shin, Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin, left-leaning YouTubers, Sam Cedar, David Pakman, Kyle Kalinske, The Young Turks, and ContraPoints. And you may notice that these are all kind of independent right or left-leaning YouTubers. And then some mainstream YouTube channels. And by mainstream, I mean they have some kind of big outside of YouTube following. They're kind of an establishment press traditional figure with a lot of money. So MSNBC, Fox, CNN, New York Times, The Guardian. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to search on YouTube for these figures, and I'm going to see how far down the list the channel that I'm searching for actually appears. So this is the first YouTuber, Steven Crowder. I've searched for him, and you see his channel is up first. And I think that is always going to be the case. This first result is a channel result. But then if you look down here, you can just see how long will it be, how many results will it be until we actually get to Steven Crowder's videos. Like these are all by people who aren't Steven Crowder. And so what I'm going to do is search for each of the people who I have listed here and find a result. How many videos show up in the results page before one from their channel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So Steven Crowder, when you search Steven Crowder, a video from his channel appears as the 14th result. So I'm just going to go ahead and speed up time here and then fill in the rest of these. Okay, and after I finished searching up the YouTubers who I had originally listed, I realized I probably need one more group just to be my control. These will just be random YouTubers who aren't politically affiliated. So let me think up 5 random not politically affiliated YouTubers. Okay, so right away we can see there are some obvious differences between the independent conservative YouTube channels and the left, mainstream, and random YouTuber channels. When we search for a conservative YouTuber by kind of the name I think people would know them, Steven Crowder, or when we search for a YouTube channel by the name I think people would know that YouTube channel, Steven Crowder, Young Turks, etc., how many videos is it until that YouTuber's video shows up? So when we search for a conservative, there are huge numbers. 14 in the case of Steven Crowder, over 100 for Paul Joseph Watson, then I gave up, 6 for Lauren Shin, 84 for Ben Shapiro. Dave Rubin's right at the top. There are huge numbers of other YouTubers basically in the results page. And so why do I say this is censorship? I mean, obviously their channel is still prominently displayed. It's still the first result. And their videos do still show up. They just don't show up early on. Well, I think the reason why this is censorship is because if your video doesn't show up early in the search results, then people aren't going to click on it. And so they're not going to find your channel. They're not going to watch your content. And then worse than that, like for people like Steven Crowder or some of these other people I've listed, their YouTube channel is their business. It's how they make money. And if they aren't getting exposed to viewers, they will get less money for their efforts. and they'll have to stop putting in effort, basically to work on other things in order to get the money they need to survive. They'll have to produce less content. So this is a way that YouTube seems to be somewhat ideologically based, stifling people based on their views. Let's put this into a chart and see if the difference between the conservative YouTubers and everyone else stands out a bit more starkly. Okay, so now in graphical form, I think the contrast really stands out quite clearly. The average VBT, or videos before theirs, for conservatives, on average for the 5 I chose, is 41 videos appear in the YouTube search results before the conservative YouTubers, whereas that value is only 1.2 for left-leaning figures, 1 or 2 times, say, for example, with Kyle Kalinski's video. His appearance on Joe Rogan appeared before his actual video. But for the most part, whenever I searched for a left-leaning YouTuber, the left-leaning YouTuber was their videos appeared almost immediately in the search results. And the exact same thing happened for mainstream every time, and for the non-political YouTubers every time as well. But for the conservative YouTube figures, when I searched for their names, the videos from their channel didn't actually appear until much further on down. Now, as I mentioned before, it's not censorship in the sense that YouTube is deleting these people from the internet or removing any content related to them. Actually, several times when I searched for a YouTuber, their appearance on other channels came up, or other channels talking about them, other channels where they were a guest. Those videos came up pretty early in the rankings. But it's that YouTube is hiding videos from their channel. And at this point, having seen this analysis, I'm actually pretty comfortable saying the word hiding, which seems like a strong conclusion. But just by looking at 5 data points, at least in each group, it certainly does seem like YouTube is hiding content from those conservative channels, pushing it further and further to the bottom. In the case of Paul Joseph Watson, I didn't see any videos from him in the first 100 results, and then I just quit because I was tired of scrolling through YouTube results and counting. But anyway, that's a brief analysis of the situation. So let me know what you think in the comments section. Did I suggest to you that YouTube might have an ideological preference in terms of censoring or keeping some YouTubers quiet, keeping their videos out of the search results, making them harder to discover? Did I persuade you of that? Did I not persuade you of that? If so, tell me why or tell me why not. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by clicking the like button. If you want to see more content in a similar style, go ahead and click subscribe. Thanks for your time.